Okay. We are back. Boom. Welcome in. Big game today. I think that this will be, the most competitive, let's say, out of all of our games so far. This is our fourth game of pre-season, and we're against another very elite European team in AC Milan, or Milan, whichever way you want to say it. And yeah, considering the two lineups that we'll see, and I'll talk about in a second, it does seem like both teams are really taking this a bit seriously. And I think that throughout our preseason, majority of the time we have been very much, trying to get people up to full speed and, trying to get fitness in the legs and things like that. And hopefully we see a little bit more than just a fitness drill today, because we have not had the greatest results. I know preseason results don't matter at all, but it would be nice to see us get a win today, just because it's if we want to see us being successful. I would like to see a bit more of the tactical nuance between Xabi Alonso's setup and how he kind of changes that in game today as well. But yeah, this is the first of two games that we've got back to back. We've got a game today, we've got a game tomorrow at the exact same time, which I'll obviously be streaming for as well at the exact same time. And yeah, so this was going to be quite a fun one, I think. There's obviously some fresh faces in our lineup. There's some old faces in their lineup, let's say, old Chelsea faces that we'll talk about in a little bit when we get into the lineup here. But yeah, hopefully we get to just have a good match and see some better football than we have been seeing, because for the most part it has been a bit pedestrian from us as players are trying to come back up to full fitness. I almost forgot to do the thing, so I'm not going to do forget to do the thing. Here is our game today.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Wabam. And also, hang on, the stream has just started and it's loud in the background. I need to mute that. Right, so let's get into the two lineups. So starting with what I'd like to call the away side, because we've been put on the left hand side of the draw here. Where is it? Wabam. There we go. Here is the AC Milan side. They have Torriani in goal. The back three, they're playing a similar system to what we saw Juve play. It's the system we've often seen from Ruben Amorim. Obviously, he's the new head coach for Milan. We're going to see that three at the back system for them. They have Terracciano, De Winter, and Pavlovic as the back three, with the four across the middle being Chukwueze, Modric, no, it's not Komoto. I don't think it's Komoto. Is it Komoto? It might be Komoto in the middle, and Estupinian on the left. Okay, no, this is in order. Okay, they have done it in order. Usually they don't do it in order. And then former blue, Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the right-hand side, I believe, in one of the 10 roles, with Leao on the left, and then Kamada up top as the lone striker. Yeah, it will be interesting to see, Ruben. We always love seeing Ruben. Rafael Leao, obviously a player that has heavily been linked to us for the numerous seasons. Obviously, Estupinian, ex-Premier League as well. Chukwueze is always a really good player. Modric is in there again as well, very experienced. They haven't actually said on their lineup who the captain is. I've put it as Modric because I just assume that he will be. But yeah, strong lineup from them, and again, it's another one of those, defensive, let's say, setups with the back three that's probably going to fall into a back five, and we're going to have to try and break down, and it's probably going to be a bit of one of those games where we just pass the ball around a lot. Let's say that. As for the Chelsea team, I think it's a bit more standard to what we kind of been getting used to in pre-season. We have Sanchez in goal. There is some changes, I will say, to the bench, and there's certain players that have gone home. The bench is a lot smaller than it was before, so in terms of goalkeepers, I know Slanina is not on the bench. One thing I will say before we get into the rest of the lineup is that there are still absentees in terms of injury. I think Colwill is the main one. He's still not in the squad at all. He's not even on the bench anymore. Has some kind of problem. Luckily, the other one is in the lineup, which I'll get to in a second here. Seems like it's going to be the same kind of back four system that we've seen, that transfers into a back three with Palestra on the right, with Hato on the left, with Josh Achimpong and Wesley Fofana as the two centre-backs. So no Tosin today, even though he is on the bench. Midfield partnership is something that we've probably, we've been clambering to see since we signed both of these guys, and we've barely ever got to see it because of Lavia's fitness issues, but it's Moises Caicedo who captains us today, alongside Romeo Lavia as the two in the pivot. And then the three ahead of them is a bit interesting because we're going back to something that we've seen in the past and don't see often, with Palmer playing on the right wing, with Neto on the left wing. It's his first involvement today, and I will say, on the bingo card, I do have that, so we're going to have to take that off immediately when we get to the bingo card. Joao Pedro playing in the 10 again, with Danny Welbeck up top again, like we saw in the last fixture. As for those players on the bench, let me quickly list them off. We have Sharman Lowe, Penders as the 2 goalkeepers, Sarr, Anselmino, Tosin, Subaloy as the 4 defenders, Dario Sugo and Nicole Jazuli, who has been really, really good for us. I'll be very shocked if he doesn't get off the bench today, alongside Watson and Walsh, the 2 Reggies, as the midfielders. And then for the attackers, we have Satbayev, Kenda, Gittins, Esteval, Mudryk again, which is good to see him on the bench again, Jackson and Delap as the 2 strikers. I'd be quite shocked if Jackson or Delap don't come off the bench today. Maybe Mudryk gets some more minutes as well would be nice. But yeah, the main kind of change here in terms of our lineup in comparison to the other games will be Pedro Neto, who is in for the first time. So that's good. We get to see him. Let's move into this. Boom. So I can get the game up. That's not the right one. That is the right one. There we go. Why is that going? There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we'll have to get the game up now. Hopefully there's no audio issues, because there was audio issues in the in the last one on the stream. I did notice when I booted the stream up earlier it was stuttering a little bit. So I'm hoping there's not... Oh, it's doing it again. I can tell already. It's already doing the stuttering. Which is brilliant. I hope that they fix that. I'm going to refresh and see if that helps. Oh, the refresh did actually seem to help, which is good. But yeah, we're in Jakarta today as well, Indonesia, another place in Asia that has a massive Chelsea contingency. Also, the home of one of my favourite music artists of all time, which is very funny. Love a little bit of DeLoreans if you've ever heard of them. Yeah, hopefully we can... I would like to see us apply ourselves a little bit better in this game. We haven't really seen from the previous games that... we haven't really seen, the quality that we can show. A little bit of admin before we do. Obviously, the stream is powered by Tribuna and the Football Extra app. Need to say that. You might even be listening to it on Tribuna. If you are, say hi. Also, you'll see on screen throughout the stream there is a Fantasy Premier League code for my FPL Mini League. If you want to join that, then you can. Their link should be in the description for my Discord. I run the FPL League out of the Discord, so if you wanted to join that, then join the Discord, and then you can go to the FPL channel and find that. We've been getting quite a few people joining in recent days that I need to actually update the list for. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything else I need to say before the game gets on. Got about 5 or 6 minutes before kickoff. I should go over the bingo card. I forgot to do that. So for this, I don't think we have much that's actually different from the last few streams. When it comes to the bingo card, the one thing I will say I definitely changed is the player of the match I chose as Palmer. Correct prediction. I went for 3-1, thinking in hindsight this is rather ambitious. I really don't think there will be many goals in this game because of the way naturally that teams are going to kind of set up offensively and defensively. I put a new addition goal/assist. This is again for anyone that's just joined the squad to get one, or one of the new signings to get one. We have ex-Chelsea goal/assist. This is for any of the ex-Chelsea players in the Milan side getting a goal. That's obviously Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who starts today, but also Fikayo Tomori, who's on the bench, and also Christopher Nkunku, who is also on the bench, and also ex-Chelsea, of course. So if any of those guys get a goal or assist, that gets checked off as well. Anything else that I missed? I think the rest of these are things we had in the last time. Oh no, first time app. We can actually tick this off immediately because this is for Pedro Neto. It's his first time getting an app in the pre-season, so I can tick that off. So we've already got one before the game's even started, so that's good. We'll have to see how good this variant of Ruben Amorim's side will be. We know he obviously struggled for large parts in the Premier League, but supposedly they've had quite a good pre-season, Milan. At least from what I've heard. So there is quite a lot of, I will say there is a very large amount of Chelsea fans. I don't know if there's more Milan fans or Chelsea fans in the stadium. It doesn't look particularly blue. It looks a bit more red in the stadium. We'll have to wait and see when we actually kick off to hear the crowd. They have just got the camera trained on Fikayo Tomori on the bench. Also, yeah, we still have the transfer confirmed during stream on there as well, I've just noticed, which we should be, in theory, hearing an announcement for Pep Chavarria today, as he signs for us. That's a very, very big coup for Chelsea getting him for as cheap as we're reportedly getting him for. So yeah, hopefully that gets confirmed. If not, it'll probably be an outgoing like Trevor Chalobah or someone like that leaving. So that could also tick that off as well. I'll need to remember not to forget the timer as well, because I will do that. I will say there was a little interview that that Alonso did before the game, and he has specified that some players in the side are ready to play a full 90. So we should see some players probably not be substituted. There'll probably be less rotation in this game than we have seen in the previous ones, which is, you know, standard for pre-season as you get further into it. To actually look if there has been any signings since I've looked at Twitter the last like half an hour, so it doesn't look like it. There was a lot of the ex Chelsea boys kind of, you know, combining with the squad as well on the pitch before kickoff, which is nice. Lavia will play 10 minutes and then catch a hammy injury. Let's hope not. Though I will say, I would really like to see at some point, because we don't get to see it very often, I would like to see Asugo and Caicedo play at the same time. Having two destroyers in there would be quite nice. Don't like the Pedro's playing behind the striker. Yeah, I don't think that's something we'll see, you know, a lot of the time, if I'm being honest. It will be interesting to see whether... Obviously, the team's laid out in that four at the back. We often, you know, change into a three at the back. It would be interesting to see if maybe we are playing, because Palmer is on the right technically, but it would be interesting to see if he is, because obviously the lineups are never fully accurate. He could possibly be playing in the centre with João Pedro on the left, with Pedro Neto on the right. That could be a setup that we use. Obviously, he could be on the right with Pedro Neto on the left. Maybe Pedro Neto could be in the false nine. We don't know. He's played there before. We'll have to wait and see until the actual game gets underway. The players are now walking out. I don't know if the stream is just very delayed or if the kickoff has been delayed for some reason, but it is already kickoff time and they're just walking out now. Oh, and we've lost audio. Brilliant. Neto going to Tottenham. I feel like he was touted with going to Liverpool, but they obviously seem to have pulled out of that. City was another one that he was looking at going to. I don't know where he goes, honestly, if he does go. One thing I will say, we've got this kind of transfer triangle happening in the middle between Barca, us and City with Rodri and Enzo. And I think that, depending on what happens there, if City sign Enzo, then I don't think they'll sign Neto, because I think that they wouldn't want to spend that much money in one window. They've already spent quite a lot. Which I know is not, you know, not particularly an uncommon thing for Man City to do, but, you know, with the new rules and stuff, I don't think they'd like to be splurging too much. Bro, the stadium audio keeps cutting in and out. It's really jarring. Yeah, it's a very young man in Luka Modric. I can't believe he's still playing, if I'm being honest. I imagine this will probably be his last season. I don't think he'll go on for very much longer. Then again, the type of player that he is and the way that he operates, he doesn't really... He plays in that similar way that Pirlo played, where, like, you know, he doesn't do too much running around, so he can kind of just operate as that kind of anchor in the midfield and not have to be as fit as all the other players that are spinning around. Players are now lining up for the pictures. So yeah, no Levi Colwill today at all, not in the squad, but Cole Palmer is back. Caicedo has won the toss, and I imagine he'll take kickoff. Man, is the stream just really, really behind, or is it like, because like we're like 2 or 3 minutes, like from kickoff, and the game still hasn't kicked off yet. Don't know if they're just late. So someone tell this commentator to stop shouting. The commentator sounds like he's really struggling. I've also got Gonzalo Ramos as well. I forgot about that. Alright, Chelsea huddle, as we've become accustomed to, happens in the centre. I think it's Robert Sanchez who was doing the talking there. Oh, excuse me. Okay, whistle started. We won the toss but didn't choose kickoff. Okay. Long ball from the goalkeeper up to the top left to get us underway. Is Welbeck going to play a full 90 before Lavia? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if Lavia is the first player to be substituted, let's be real. Is Modric. It's De Winter. Now Rafa Leao. Purvis Estupiñán will be forced back to his defensive line. Interesting to see that immediately the two wing backs are high, like really, really high. Here's Chukwueze. And we're not particularly trying to press. We're kind of letting the back three have the ball here. Now we press as it goes into midfield with Caicedo winning the ball. Now Fofana to Caicedo. Lofty ball forward for Joao Pedro, who made the run, but unable to reach it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I just noticed that. Palestra's on the left, by the way. A Chempong playing as the right back. Ball's gone over the top here. And Kamada will get the ball away, or across rather, but I think the ball had gone out before he got the ball in. Yeah, so interesting. So not Josh and Fofana as the two centre-backs, it's Hato and Fofana as the two centre-backs, with Josh out wide right and Palestra on the left, which probably signifies we're going to be playing a bit more of a back three today, I would suggest. With Palestra getting high on the left-hand side. Ball up to Danny Welbeck from Sanchez. We cleared away. Played it back to the goalkeeper. They've got to be careful here. Oof. Almost giving it away. Here's Rafael Leao. Tries a little flick, but can't beat Josh Acheampong. Caicedo will handle it down to Fofana. It's interesting. It does feel like we are still playing a back four, though. Yeah, no, it is the same. It is the same setup that we've been seeing. Just Josh is playing as right back, Palestra's playing as the left back, and Palmer is central rather than on the right, and Neto is on the right instead. Bit of a little hybrid, which is kind of cool. Here's Joao Pedro. Plays the ball over the top for Pedro Neto. He's got to be on offside by a mile. Apparently not. But Pavlovic gets it away. Here's Rafael Leao with a chance to run through on goal, but tackled by Joao Pedro, who was still back there after he dropped deep. Here's Sanchez. Lofty ball out for Palestra on the left. Does win the ball, but no one was there to receive it. Ball in behind now. Will be seen out by Fofana. Good defending. Because this is the thing, yeah? If we were playing a simple, three at the back system, I'm not sure why he wouldn't just put Palestra on the right and Neto on the left, considering they're both right and left footed, which is bizarre. I think he wants to be able to hybridise. Josh Acheampong's just driven through the middle and then been tripped over by Rafael Leao to draw a foul. Yeah, a bit of a cynical foul there by Rafael Leao, let's be honest. Could have been given a yellow for that. Will be a Chelsea free kick about, 50 yards from goal? It's going to be taken by Pedro Neto, which is interesting. Lofted in to Joao Pedro, chests it down. He's going to try and get the ball across, and he does do really well. Did really, really well up against Pavlovic, but can't get the ball across as it's blocked by De Winter. It will be a Chelsea corner. Let's see if the new set-piece coach can bring us some success here. Never mind, Palmer's taken it short immediately to Caicedo. Neto now. Palmer to swing it into the back post. Palestra is waiting, but he won't get there. Will be a corner though. He was being marked by Ruben. And this time it's going to be Caicedo taking the corner, which is interesting. We did see him taking corners for Ecuador in the World Cup, although I will say he was not particularly good at them. Ball will go in. It's a good ball. Right into the front post, but cleared away by the Milan defence. Here's Pedro Neto on the right. Teasing and turning and whips the ball to the back post. Can't get it to Caicedo, who was reaching for it, but unable to touch the ball. As it missed Wesley Fofana in the middle, who was the intended target. Good start from Chelsea, we'll say. Terracciano. Now Ruben Loftus-Cheek into Chukwueze. Tackled and fouled by Palestra. So the one thing I will say is another brilliant asset of Palestra is because of how two-footed he is, he can play on either side. There's basically no difference. Mr. Vinter. Terracciano. It's been cleared. Palmer putting on the pressure, but here's Rafael Leao. Being chased all the way by Josh Achimpong. He's got to be careful here, and he did really well to escape him, honestly. Ball out to Modric. Terracciano again. Now Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's going to want to put the burners on, as he often does. Chukwueze will play it back to him, who's made the run. He's going to get to the byline too and cuts it back, but only as far as Fofana. Romeo Lavia, brilliant to escape the pressure we often see from him. Plays the ball up for João Pedro, but I think he was fouled before he played the pass. Game back underway. Here's Pedro Neto on the right. He's got Palmer making the run beyond him. Doesn't use him, instead cuts inside. And Caicedo will play it across. João Pedro to Palestra. Lavia to Fofana. Now Josh again. Pedro Neto. Palmer runs into a crowd and is unable to retain the ball. Here's Rafael Leao. Tries to get the better of Josh Achimpong. A lovely feat. He does get the pass away, but Caicedo will sweep that up. Yeah, I imagine it will be in the majority of the kids. I will say, with this game, I think a lot of players are going to play a full 90, so they will be, fully... The players on the bench will be fully fit for the next game. Like, all respect to our opposition tomorrow, but they are not the strongest team. I don't expect us to put too many of the stars, if any of the stars, on the pitch. Here's Palmer, over the top for Pedro Neto. He does get on the end of it. Gets it back to Palmer. Swings it into the box. It's going to break for... Oh, and it almost broke for João Pedro in the box, but it was cleared away. Another corner. Yeah, as I said, it's a bit of a hybrid. Which we'll kind of always going to expect. With how versatile our back line is. It's just a bit odd. I do think it's just a bit odd because... Again, it's because we're hybridizing, but it's a bit odd that we're not playing Neto on the left and Palestra on the right. But again, I think it's mainly because he wants us to be, a bit more solid as a back four when we are defending. I think it's Caicedo on the corner again, into the box. And this one's claimed by the goalkeeper, who missed the ball, but there was a free kick given for some reason. Not really sure why. It would have been cleared anyway, but... Here's Pavlovic. And again. He gives it up to Estupinian. Ball into the middle is intercepted by Caicedo, and we'll go out for another AC Milan throw. Here's Hato. Now Achimpong back to Sanchez. Sanchez is going to play the ball long here, seeking out the running João Pedro, who might get on the end of this. The goalkeeper stayed still, and João Pedro has got on the end of it. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he's somehow managed to get that. Connie De Vinter having an absolute nightmare. It's a good save in the end for the youngster. It's Toriani. I just can't believe we've just gotten on the end of a long ball from that far away. That's just such an un-Chelsea thing to do in recent times. We're such a short passing team over the last few years. Very odd. It's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Brilliant strength to hold off three men. They often saw that for Chelsea. Is Pavlovic. He's going to surge forward. Chased by Cole Palmer. And his pass is going to be intercepted by Josh Achimpong. But he's going to get it back. And then Lavia's... I was going to say, Lavia fouled the player there. The referee hasn't given it. I'm pretty sure that was a... Yeah, Rob got that one assist for Newcastle. You know what's a goal I always remember of Chelsea's? Is the one where he... I think, was it against... I want to say it was against Wolves. It was a goal that Palmer scored where he smashed the ball up long up to Jackson and he flicked it over the defender straight into Cole and then he dinked the goalkeeper. I always remember that one. I think it was against Wolves. I want to say it's against Wolves. I think it was the 23-24 season. Something like that. It's Fofana. Up to Cole Palmer, who has now moved into the deeper left position as the attacking line has rotated, as they often do. Joao Pedro is now on the right-hand side where Pedro Neto was operating. And now they've rotated around again. This is what I was saying in my video. It's going to be really confusing a lot of the time, seeing the weird positions that our players are ending up in. It's a dinked ball forward for Palestra, not going to reach him. It's interesting to see as well that Caicedo has very much been being used as the kind of focal passing point of the team. Like, anytime the ball wants to go long forward, he's the one who's doing that. He's playing a lot more like he does for Ecuador at the moment, with Lavia kind of playing a bit more like the 6, which is weird because that's what we kind of always assumed would happen, but under previous coaches we haven't seen that at all, and it's always been Lavia going up a little bit higher, which is a bit weird. Ball cleared by Connie De Winter, and it's going to go out for a Chelsea throw on the left hand side. We'll say it's been much better from Chelsea, and this is very much more similar to what we kind of expected to see from Alonso in terms of formations and setups and things like that. Oh, Caicedo switched off and Rafael Leao's got on the ball now. Surging through on goal, he's going to take a strike, and it's Caicedo who actually gets back to block the shot in the end. Estupinian. Modric to Terracciano. Here's Chukwueze. Takes the lovely ball into the back post, but Josh is there, luckily. And then Modric is going to take a spectacular effort from the edge of the box, which will go very wide. Yeah, just a little bit of a lapse of concentration from Caicedo there. He wasn't really paying attention where the ball was going. The ball got passed to him and he wasn't looking at it, so went straight past him into the path of Rafael Leao. Here is Wesley Fofana. Romero Lavia. Palestra's going to make the run inside. Brilliant pass to him as well. Palestra still going. Gets the ball to Welbeck. Oh, it's a brilliant effort on his left peg. But off target. I will say, I think Lacroix will help a lot with that. This is the thing which is exciting about Chelsea, is that we've been quite, again, despite results not going our way, we've been quite good and quite exciting at times in this preseason, and we're missing half our team. Like, half the players that will probably be in the starting 11 aren't playing. Good hold-up play, but Josh Achimpong will snap in to win the ball, and he gets it to Joao Pedro. Tried to lay it off for Palmer, but that pass was intercepted. Here's Chukwueze. Now Modric. Out to Pavlovic. Now Estupinian. Ball around the corner, but into no man's land, and Lavia will pick that up. Also, it's a brilliant pass for that previous effort from Welbeck from Lavia. Here he is again, getting up to Palestra, who was the fastest recorded player in Serie A last season. And he does look quite quick. But then again, you know, Serie A is not the fastest league, let's say that, but did show his pace there. And again, that's another beautiful thing about him and why he's such a unicorn profile is the fact that he was able to make that inside run into the inverted channel and get it on a stronger foot because he doesn't have a weak foot. So he was able to take that really well when he made that run. Here's Fofana. Plays it through the lines to Joao Pedro. Welbeck. Oh, tried to play it back, but they weren't on the same wavelength. Here's Rafael Leao. Tackled by Lavia. Tackled again by Caicedo. But if Lavia can stay fit, it is such a boon, honestly. I feel like he's this is the problem, is he's so young and he's barely played any football. Here's Palmer. Sends Pavlovic for a bag of chips and gets it to Lavia. Here he is. And again, very good under the pressure and he will get it the ball away. Here's Sanchez. Here's Caicedo. Back to Sanchez. Lofty ball seeking out... I believe he was seeking out Pedro Neto on the right-hand side. I'm really not sure who he was actually aiming for. It's gone off the pitch. They are showing the two sets of fans in the crowd whilst the game is currently being played. Thanks for that, camera operators. I really appreciate that. It's not technically a replay, so I can't take it off the bingo card. Here's Chukwueze. Back to Terracciano. Now De Winter. And Pavlovic. Up to Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's dropped deep. It's the first real spell of possession for Milan. Pavlovic again, trying to cut inside, up against Cole Palmer. Does well against him, but Palmer's tackled him, and it's a good tackle too, but unable to keep the ball. Is Rafael Leao. Oh, almost gives it straight to Danny Welbeck. It's Modric. Being pressed by Romeo Lavia, who's the furthest man forward at the moment. Pavlovic again is going to seek out Estupinian, but the ball from him is a good one. It's bounced off the head of Pedro Neto into his path. Leao was arriving onto the end of the ball, but it's cleared by Fofana, and now it's cleared further up the pitch. And Palmer couldn't quite get it to Joao Pedro. Modric will spray the ball out wide for Estupinian. He's been tackled by Pedro Neto, who's come off worse there. He's might have gotten a little kick there. Here's the Estupinian to cut the ball across, but Sanchez is quite comfortably going to grab that. And he's actually going to set us on our way as well. To Pedro Neto, who was still down on the right-hand side and managed to get up to get the ball. Here's Palmer. He just opts to recycle possession. Here's Palestra on the right, or the left-hand side rather. It's 1v1 versus man. He could take his man on here. He decides not to. Palmer to Achampong. One thing I will say is that if we are to play the three at the back system that we have been talking about so much, then Joao Pedro and Palmer are certainly playing in those positions at the moment. And obviously that's not too pertinent for Joao Pedro because we probably expect him to play as the starting striker with Rodgers in that position, but good to see Palmer playing here. It's De Winter. Oh, excuse me. It's De Winter again. To Pavlovic. Now Estupinian. Being tracked all the way by Josh Achampong as he plays the ball into Modric. Ball has been won in the middle by Wesley Fofana, who was very aggressive and high up there. Harto to Palestra. He's looking for that pass for Joao Pedro. He didn't make the run at the right time, though. Josh across to Pedro Neto. Palmer. Long ball from him, seeking out Palestra. Brilliant pass. And the Italian will get on the end of this. He's bloody quick, I tell you that. He's going to try and take on his man too. Chikwueze tracking him. It's Palmer again. Now Lavia. Pedro Neto. And back. There was a chance for Neto to play that forward there. He didn't take it. Caicedo. Harto. To Joao Pedro on the left. He's got Palestra inside of him. Oh, can't get past Chikwueze. Nice little flick from Ruben to get them out of pressure, and they will clear the ball. It's going to fall onto the head of Josh Achampong, who's been really good in the air so far today, but he has headed it straight to a Milan player, and now the ball's going to be played back to Rafael Leao. It's a 2v2 at the moment. It's a good, brilliant defending from Josh Achampong to stand him up. 31 degrees Celsius in France. It's 26 here at the moment. It's been quite a humid and nasty heat wave that we've been in the UK for quite a while. It's brilliant defending from Josh. Do you say Chelsea do love to have a bloody good right back, don't we? There's this weird thing of attracting good right backs. Luka Modric will be taking the Milan corner. Ball into the near post. It's punched away by Sanchez. It's going to fall for Komoto, who smacked it, but it's been steered out for another corner. I think it was Caicedo who made the block. It's a good punch from Sanchez in under the crowd of bodies. This one will be swung in by Chikwueze. It's headed away by Joao Pedro, I believe that was, who was in the middle. Here's Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Milan have definitely gotten a bit more of a spell of the ball in the past 10 minutes, I will say. Here's Chikwueze. He's going to play the ball to the back post, and it's gone to the centre of the box instead, and Sanchez can claim. It's Caicedo. I think the name thing is just because we make so many signings and because we're using so many youth players and stuff. They don't want to settle on numbers for certain players and certain names as well. I'm not really sure. I just feel like they don't want to finalise the shirts is the thing. Because obviously, if someone sees like, oh, you know, this is, for example, Reggie Watson wearing the number 56, and someone buys that shirt at the megastore, and then he gets sold or what have you, then they're gonna angrily message the store, being like, well, he's got a different shirt now. Blah blah. I need to change my shirt. They don't think they want to deal with the hassle. Lavia, tries to play the pass into Palmer. It was a good effort. It's gonna be cleared by the goalkeeper. Josh will win this in the air against Leao. He's been so good in the air today. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like it though. I kind of like enjoy not having the front of shirt sponsor, especially considering we've got the Club World Cup badge in the centre instead. Obviously, from a business standpoint, it's rather silly, but in terms of the kit's actually looking good, I actually kind of prefer it. Oh, good ball into Joao Pedro. He's getting away from Ruben Loftus-Cheek despite being dragged by... Oh, it's a good shot from Pedro Neto from the outside of the box. It curled it into the left-hand side, but the goalkeeper could make the save. And Palestra has been fouled, but then given a handball as he fell on the ball. Brilliant work from Joao Pedro. as he was being dragged. I can't believe Ruben Loftus-Cheek hasn't been given a yellow card, by the way. He was dragging him back for so long. Not a very powerful shot from Neto. Pretty easy save for the goalkeeper to make. I guess you would have to say it's because it's pre-season that has not been given. Long ball is intercepted by Wesley Fofana and put out for a throw. Is Modric. Do Pavlovic. Does like a dribble, this lad. I will tell you that for free. He's constantly trying to beat Cole Palmer on the right hand side. Ball forward is cut out by Pedro Neto. He's going to surge forward using his pace, and he does get away, and he will get a free kick for his efforts. And again, it's not been given as a yellow, which it probably should have been. In a Premier League game, probably would have been. From Estupiñán. Oh, to be fair, it was actually Modric who made the main foul there. Tripping him over. Here's Caicedo. Asking for options and not getting them, so he goes back to Sanchez instead. Sanchez will drill the ball low into Danny Welbeck, who does get the ball and tries to turn, but can't get away from Pavlovic. The ball's going to go forward back to Pavlovic here. Into the box, takes a strike, and it's over the top. He did all of the hard work to get into that position, and then he blazed it over the top. So I should apologise for me yawning so much. I did not get much sleep. Oh. Got to do it all again tomorrow as well. Oh, it's going to be a hydration break. Cole Palmer's just gone and sat down on the bench. Why is there a hydration break? Is it particularly hot in Indonesia at the moment? I know it's generally hot in Indonesia. I didn't know if it was particularly a hot night. So I believe it's, what, like 7 in the evening over there somewhere? I'm going to search up, what time is it in Jakarta? Yeah, it's 7:35 and they're doing a hydration break. Crazy. I will say on the shirt sponsor thing, I will say that we were obviously in talks a couple of years ago about getting a deal done with Paramount Plus, but we were blocked from doing that by the Premier League because they didn't have the licensing rights. But now I think that has been resolved, so maybe we go back and talk to Paramount again about getting that sorted. This hydration break is taking absolutely ages. Referee's just doing a head count. It's really funny because you don't get to see that very often. The referees doing the head counts. They put the camera directly on him whilst he was doing that. The game will be restarted now with a goal kick for Robert Sanchez, seeking out Danny Welbeck, who's been shoved in the back there by De Winter, and the referee's not given anything. Long ball from De Winter will be shrouded out by Wesley Fofana, who put his body about him. Commander's trying to say that it was a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. It absolutely wasn't. He just shoved him in the back. Will be another long goal kick from Robert Sanchez. Ooh, excuse me. Long ball forward, seeking out Danny Welbeck again. Wins it in the air, gets it to Palmer. It's Neto. It's going to attempt to take on his man and cuts inside and lifts the ball to the back post, but no one was expecting the ball. Showing some of the Chelsea bench warming up there. I saw Reggie and Satpayev. Reggie Walsh, that is, rather. I forget there's two of them now. Long ball from the goalkeeper will be headed forward by Caicedo. And as far as the Stupinian, though. Ooh, bit of a nasty challenge on him by Pedro Neto there as he snapped in to try and win the ball. I've been seeing reports that Enzo is staying. What's your stance on that, good or bad? I don't want to be too much of a fence sitter here when I say this, but I really don't care. I just don't care. If he leaves, good, whatever. We get 120 million, we can buy a defensive midfielder. If he stays, cool. You know, he's been a staple of the first team for however long. He can stay. I really don't care. Honestly, I just feel a bit like... I said this on Twitter. I feel like people think that things are mutually exclusive, and like there's two sets of camps where people are like, oh, Enzo's shite, he should be sold, and then there's another camp that's like, no, he's brilliant, he should stay. And I'm like directly in the middle where I say, like, yeah, he's a good player, but is he exactly what Chelsea needs in that position? Probably not. Like, he's turned into a very good box crasher, but that's not particularly what we need from that position. We need someone who's a bit more defensive. So, like, if we were to sell him on and buy a defensive midfielder, I would be happy. But if we keep him, then, you know what? He's going to get goals. I don't really care. It's like the most nothing burger of a transfer situation, honestly. Again, like, if we were to sell him, we'd probably get about 100 million for him. So, like, not terrible. Brilliant pass forward here from Caicedo to Palestro. Gets the ball into the box, but Danny Welbeck can't get on the end of it. Here's Hotto. Caicedo again. Plays it into Joao Pedro in the left 10. He's flicked the ball up and it's hit a hand, but the referee's not given anything. The ball's tried to be cleared to Rafael Leao, but who's there again? Josh Achimpong, who's been absolutely phenomenal today. Here's Lavia. The thing is, though, like, if he plays for City, like, I just don't think that he's, like, again, like, he doesn't really improve them. Like, if they've replaced Rodri with Enzo, like, cool. I don't think that's even strengthening a rival particularly. Like, he's not going to be as good as Rodri was. Like, he's just never gonna be in that caliber of player. So like, they're just not the same profile, which is a bit bizarre. And if he is playing further up, then that's just like, why? Because they've already got enough players there. Palmer's just been hacked down in the middle from behind. I think it was Pavlovic again being a bit too strong in the challenge. Yeah, it's a good little turn from Palmer. Tricky. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they've bought Anderson as well, so like, again, the thing is with Anderson, he is a bit more box to box. We'll say you can't play in that way. You never know with Maresca though. Like, if Maresca wants to play Enzo as a deep line 5, then you know, I think that suits them. But we'll have to wait and see. Ball lofted into the box by Pedro Neto. It's going to be cleared away, and even further by Estupinian with the up and under. Good little flick from Pedro Neto to get it away from Komoto here. Here's Joao Pedro. Now Palmer in the centre. He's got a chance to shoot here if he wants to. He takes it. It's deflected and cleared away. I think he telegraphed his shot there a little bit. Rafael Leao trying to escape, but Pedro Neto again there to outmuscle him and get the ball back. Good work from him. Enzo's more of a 10 than a 6 or an 8. Well, no, I don't think he is. I think he's more of an 8, but he's never played there. He's more of a 5 or an 8, like, but he's been he said when he played for us under Poch, he played really, really high as a left, almost like a left winger. When he played under Enzo Maresca, he started becoming a box crashing 8, and like, or a box crashing 6 rather. He was playing deeper and then getting into the box, but it's like, he's more of a Jorginho type. Like, when he plays for Argentina or when he played for Benfica, he was playing in the 5. Yeah, I don't think Neto's been particularly bad so far, I will say. I'm one of his biggest haters, as you know. So I can't. Yeah, that's big praise coming from me. I do think he would just be better if he was on the left. Like, it's this weird thing that happens where, like, and I know football is not particularly always simple, but to me, it just makes no sense to me that we're not just saying, okay, Pedro, go on the left-hand side, you're left-footed, use your pace, get in behind and swing the ball in. I don't get why we don't do that. Like, I don't know why we're forcing him to try and play in this right-hand side where he's trying to cut inside and make things happen, because that's just not his game. Good defending from Fofana. And Hato will pick up the ball here. Caicedo. Now Palmer. Looking for a pass through the lines, but none available to him. Here's Neto now. Good 1-2 with Joao Pedro, and he will get on the end of this here, Neto. Swing it in. Cuts it back for Danny Welbeck, who couldn't quite get the ball as it was a little bit behind him, but Chelsea's still going to have the ball here. Caicedo back to Fofana. Just need that cut back to be a little bit further forward, and that would have been a tap-in. Brilliant ball out to Palestra here on the left-hand side. See if he can produce some magic on this left-hand side. He has gone around and he gets it back to Palmer. It's Joao Pedro who's skied it over the top. Oh, my goodness. I think Palmer might have caught him... unsighted him there a little bit. I think he thought that Palmer was going to get on the end of it and he didn't. Best chance of the game for either side by a country mile, and we've squandered that, but good attacking play again. About 3 minutes to go, plus whatever is added on for the hydration break. So probably about 6 or 7 minutes. I'm not doing it. I've realised what I said, I'm not doing it. Lavia gets out to Palestra. Takes on Chukwueze again and puts it across again, but no one was in the box. At least not where he put it. The ball has been cleared for Rafael Leao, but Sanchez will get there ahead of him. It's Pedro Neto. I will say I'm very surprised at how sharp Neto's been despite this being his first preseason game. Lavia out to Palestra. Now Hotto. Lavia again. Cole Palmer's made the run. It's a brilliant pick out if he can get on the end of it. He does. Great pass from Lavia as Palmer is out on the right hand side now. Takes on Estupinian and gets it to Neto. Josh Achampong in the centre. Pedro to Caicedo. He's fouled. Referee says nothing. Ball's been cleared, but it's not going to reach anyone but Wesley Fofana. I will say our counter-pressing has been very good today. We've really not let them get out when we do lose the ball. It's Joao Pedro. Pedro Neto. Plays it off to Joao Pedro. Tried to loft the ball in, but Komoto in the way. Another lofted ball from Hato is also blocked, this time by Loftus-Cheek. Here's Caicedo. No-look pass drilled straight into the striker and comes straight back to him. Achampong to Neto. Can't beat Estupinian. I will say Neto is starting to look a little bit tired at the end of the half now. I wonder if he will be a player that only gets 45 minutes considering it's his first game. He's now he's hands on his knees. Now he looks absolutely shattered. It's Palestra. Back to Sanchez. Fofana's going to drive with the ball. And gets it to Palestra, who's in the middle. Lovely little turn, and he's hacked down. Come on, ref. I know it's pre-season, but this is yeah, there we go. Good ref. First yellow card of the game shown rightfully to Pavlovic, who has been hacking our players down at every opportunity. It's a brilliant turn from Palestra in the middle, and that's again we've seen those rotations from Xabi Alonso back in his Bayer Leverkusen days. Palestra popping up in the right 10 there, despite playing on the left hand side. It's Caicedo. There will be 3 added minutes for the hydration break. Palmer. To Hato. Palestra. Into Welbeck. Holding up the ball up against Terracciano. But good defending from the Italian in the end. Giving it away to Romeo Lavia though. Hato. Now Caicedo. Ball over the top for Palestra from Palmer. Can he hit this on his left foot? He can't quite. It's good defending in the end by De Winter to track him all the way. Palestra has been really, really good so far. I will say he's got his thigh strapped up really heavily, Palestra. I'm not sure what that's for. The ball just never really settled for him. It kept bouncing off the turf. But it will be a corner. I actually starting to get really tempted to put Palestra in my FPL team. I can't lie. I just feel like he's going to get so many of those opportunities to get goals and assists from those positions. Another Caicedo corner incoming. Swung in. Centre of the box. It's Joao Pedro! And right before half-time, Chelsea have taken the lead. And it's a set-piece goal. So that's ticked off. Do I have a thing for a Joao Pedro goal? I usually do. I don't think. This is technically a new addition goal/assist as well, because Caicedo was one of the players that came in the last batch, so we can tick that off. And you know what? Austin McPhee. That's one of the set pieces already. Oh, it's a brilliant ball, by the way. No, not a single player is tracking Joao Pedro at the back post, and he just guides it into the far corner. Good work. I'm going to say Alonso Ball in full flow as well. I think we've been having a lot of those attacking patterns in the middle. This is what I said. I did want today. I wanted to see a little bit more, a little bit more intent from the Chelsea lineup, and we have definitely seen that today. Misha second half. I think the change might be Misha for Neto. We might see that. João Pedro is insane. I can't believe we got him. Like, looking back, if you look back at when we signed him, everyone's thoughts on him when we signed him, it's crazy seeing how different that is now. It's been so good. Palmer will get the ball away, and that's the half-time whistle. You know what? Good half from Chelsea. I think despite not scoring too many goals in the first half, we definitely controlled it for the majority of the time. I think defensively we've been pretty solid too, especially Josh Ashenpong, I want to point out, has been very good. Wes Fofana has been pretty good too. Alonso might be a really good gaffer. He's making Neto look good. Yeah, absolutely. Again, very big coup for Chelsea for us to get such a good manager, despite our woes last season. I'm just trying to see before the coverage ends. It does look like Neto was like the first player to come off the pitch. So I wonder if he is going to be substituted. It does look like he is absolutely shattered on that right hand side rather. But yeah, I'm going to quickly. Is there anything else that we can tick off at the moment? Don't think so. I'm going to quickly go and get a snack. So I'll move on to the be right back screen. If I can remember how to do it, I'll be right back. Alrighty. We are bloody back. That is the right thing? Yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot the timer. Just seeing it. I forgot the bloody timer. As I often do. They've just shown an Italian man in the crowd who looks a lot like Tom Aspinall. João Pedro would be a good shout for the Golden Boot if Haaland wasn't around. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Haaland's just always going to win it, innit? We'll see, some of the players are now back on the pitch. I can see Chukwueze and Modric standing together. But Modric has not got his shirt on, which is interesting. So I don't know if he's going to be playing the second half or not. Also, I got more granola and a banana. Oh, Ben Barker is doing an interview, but there is no sound, so I can't hear what he's saying. Brilliant. I've also just now picked out an Italian man in the crowd that is supporting Chelsea who looks like Linguini from Ratatouille. I find all the lookalikes today. Thank you for telling me. I don't know how that happened. Because it said 1-0 on the bottom one, right? Yeah, it does. I don't know how that even happened. Weird. We can check Twitter as well. Let's see if there has been any signings midway through the stream. Doesn't look like it. Most people on my timeline are just talking about the game. So the confirmed signing today is Bruno Guimaraes to Arsenal, but we knew that was happening already. People are comparing Pedro Neto's right wing-back stint to Victor Moses. Right. Yeah, it doesn't really look like doesn't really look like any movement has been happening. It's a little bit concerning, yeah. I'm pointing this out before. A bit concerning that Palestra has got his thigh strapped. I'm not really sure if he's got some kind of problem with it. Maybe he's just doing it for a bit more drive, I don't know. Ruben Amorim has now come out of the tunnel, and his team shall follow him shortly. I think there are supposed to be commentators talking at the moment, but there isn't. referee is now coming out as well. I think Gonzalo Ramos is coming on. Yeah, Gonzalo Ramos, number 9, has now come on. I assume that will be a straight swap up top. Terziano is still on. Oh, also Musa is coming on in the middle. Jashari is coming on. Well, looks like there's loads of players coming on, actually. Jesus. Sailor Makers also seems to be coming on. I think Musa will be replacing Modric, who is now sitting on the bench. It'll be more interesting to see the Chelsea changes if there are any. Again, because we do have another game tomorrow, so I imagine we will not rotate as much as we often would. Gabia is also coming on as well. I think it might be like a pretty much every single player is being changed here. I saw Ruben Loftus-Cheek still on there though. Is the keeper the same? Might be the same keeper. Is Toriani in the net? Yeah. Where's Pulisic? I don't think he. I don't know actually. I didn't see him in the squad when I looked. Don't think he's injured, is he? He might be injured. I did. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. I saw someone say that Pep looks like a love child between Garnacho and Neto. Which is, I think he looks more like Neto than he does look like Garnacho. To be fair, Pulisic is injured. I assume so. It seems it's a Pulisic thing for him to be injured. Let's be honest. Which is a bit of a shame. Another one of the ex-Chelsea boys. Got a bit of a history of Milan with that, haven't we? At this point, we keep selling to them from the Belgium game, yeah. Okay, there is some movement on the Chelsea bench. I don't know if any of those players are coming on or not. I think they're playing some Dua Lipa in the stadium. Maybe we'll see some Mardi Gras tomorrow. Might see some Mardi Gras today. So it might be a case of we give the bench players 45 and then they start the next game tomorrow. I can see Giovanni Kenda is warming up in the middle, as is Misha and Dario. Reggie Walsh as well in the centre there. There is a shot of Mardi, Nicole Jazuli. New keeper. Yeah, I would say maybe we see Penders come off the bench. I think that could be a thing that we see. I want to see Misha Ball, yeah. The thing is, I want to see Misha Ball, but I want to see him play from the start. So I might even suggest saving him until the game tomorrow instead. Just let him run against Farmers. He is very, very fast. Oh, that's a thing. I was talking about certain players being missing from the bench. Obviously, Chalabar's not on the bench anymore because he's moving to Como. He's already been spotted in Italy. Delap and Teddy Sharman Lowe are playing keep ball. Oh, now we've got the commentators back. Hello. Yeah, there has been a lot of changes for Milan, by the way. So if I mess up any names, I do apologise, and I'll have to try and figure out who's where. Four and nine. It's Garnacho's number. I clocked it before you said it. I was like, oh no. Okay, so eight changes for the Milan side. Oh, bloody hell. Sailormakers is coming on. Gabbia is coming on. Ramos is coming on. I know that for a fact. Musa's coming on. That's four. The scoreboard isn't working. A little sub sign wasn't working. And Kunku is also coming on. Oh, bloody hell. All I will say is that Christopher Nkunku does not have a very good track record of pre-season with Chelsea. Let's just say that. Single-handedly ruined his career. Connie De Winter also has come off. So who's coming on for him? I imagine that's Gabbia, right? Yeah. Chelsea's still not coming out yet. We haven't got the memo. We're doing the Champions thing of making them wait. Estupinian, I think, is another player that's come off. How's Palmer doing? Yeah, he's been pretty good. He's been playing in that kind of left 10 that we expected from the three at the back kind of system. He's been pretty decent. Hasn't looked too slow after his little small knock that he had, so that's good to see. Did seem like it. Apparently, it was just an impact injury, nothing to do with his groin or anything, so that's good. Bro, where are we? They've left us in the changing room. They haven't told us to come out. See, Tamori is also stripped on the bench, so he might be coming on at some point. And Kunku's got a new trim, by the way. Oh, now the Chelsea players are coming out. Took them long enough. I think they got lost. Stadium is absolutely bloody massive. Big cheer comes as the players come out. It looks like we are playing the exact same side. I will say I didn't see Neto or Palestra though. As well, but look, I think he struggled today. If I'm being honest, I think he, in comparison to how he was in the last game, I think he's not made it stick as much as he did in the first game that we saw him. Is there any changes? I'm trying to see. Palestra, no, Palestra is on. Neto is also playing. So we're playing the exact same 11. Crazy. I'm really surprised to see Neto's still on. There are so many changes for Milan, which I'll have to figure out as we play. I won't forget the timer. Almost did. Okay, Chelsea kicking off from right to left. It will be Palmer playing the ball back to Sanchez for a long pass. It's going to be headed away and picked up here. I'm going to have to figure out who's who. Lavia into Palmer. Pedro Neto. And the stream is paused. Brilliant. Hello. I will say I am quite disappointed with the fact that the CFC Plus stuff has been so laggy and terrible over the course of these first 4 games. And it doesn't seem like there's been any change to try and fix it. Oh my god, that is so laggy. What's going on? Oh, we scored. Brilliant. My stream broke as the game scored. Fucking brilliant. So was it JP again? I imagine it's JP again. Is that Pedro Neto with the ball in? Yeah. Alright. Cool. Brilliant. Well, that's a brace. And that's definitely a new addition G/A, so we can take that. What a way to start the second half. I wish I could have seen it. Yeah, they've just apologised. They've literally just apologised on the commentary because they know that the stream fucked up. That's so funny. Okay, I want a Welbeck goal now though. Can we get a Welbeck goal? Now we've won the game now pretty much. So Badger. Ball longed up to Gonzalo Ramos. Tackled by Harto. Here's Palestra. Good hold up play from him. He's fouled. Some good hold up play by Joao Pedro. He's fouled and the referee's given nothing. I say this, I will drop 5 gifted members in the chat if Lavia makes a full 90. That's how confident I am that it's not going to happen. It's Pedro Neto. Oh, tried to take on his man, but unable to get past the number 55. It's Caicedo. Back to Lavia. Palestra. Harto to Lavia. Now Sanchez. And now Josh Acheampong. Lavia, good little play to get it through the lines to Palestra. Oh my god, the stream stopped again. Good ball from Palestra forward for Danny Welbeck here, but good defensive intervention there. Bro, the stream is actually so jarring. Yeah, I do think that would probably be more beneficial, honestly, but I mean, Neto's got an assist already in the second half, so I can't complain too much. It's going to be a corner, this time taken by Romeo Lavia. Cole Palmer has gone short. It's going to be flung in by Lavia to the edge of the box for Caicedo to take a strike. Oh my goodness gracious me, it's a worldie. That is a FIFA 13 kickoff corner goal. What the hell have we just seen? Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, I've got to take the free space for that. What? I can't believe... he striked this so weirdly. He hasn't put his laces through it. He's trevelled it on the outside of his boot and flicked it into the corner. He only scores bangers. He's turned into our new Pedro. Not Joao Pedro. I mean, like, Pedro Ledesma Rodriguez. Oh, voice crack. That's El Capitan with an absolute banger. Well, I say something. The set piece coach, whoever Austin McPhee, he's already paying his weight in gold. He's got 2 goals from set pieces today. And that was definitely a choreographed one. It's Pedro Neto. Oh, good little play between him and Josh Acheampong, but he's decided to run back to his own goal. And now off the pitch. A little bit over-ambitious there from Pedro Neto. Well, if they get a goal now, then my prediction's right. Do have to say, in the second half, they have changed 2 of the back 4, or 2 of the back 3 rather. So might be a reason why they're a little bit disorganised. I think actually, is it Musa who is playing in the back line? Oh, Harto's beating Sailormakers to the ball. Here's Joao Pedro. Harto's making the overlap. Does get it. Brilliant play to get it back. And oh, it's a fantastic intervention from the goalkeeper. It would have been a tap-in for a hat-trick for Joao Pedro if he didn't get there. Good work from your old Harto. And that's what I said. I said this in my preview when I was talking about this system. I said sometimes the player in the left centre-back role in Piero Hincapié would make that overlapping run. That's a prime example of it right there. I'm starting to get excited about the season now, I can't lie. Seeing how we're playing now in this system. Oh, it's Diawara who is playing in the back line, actually. Where's Musa, then? Is he actually on the pitch or not? Because I did see him warming up. Oh, here's Musa. He's playing in, like, the left 10, I think. And Kunku gets it off to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Sailormakers, who's playing on the right-hand side. Oh, good ball into Nkunku, and it's Joel Harto who's had to stop him. Josh will need to clear, and he calmly plays it out to Palmer, whose touch is terrible. It's gone straight to Gonzalo Ramos here. Makes up for his mistake, though, Palmer, by getting back and winning the ball, and then clearing it for Danny Welbeck. Won't get on the end of it, though. It's Diawara. Oh, he's giving it straight away to Cole Palmer, but luckily it bounced off him straight back to him. It's Terracciano. Now, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Sailormakers wide right has cut inside now. Can only pass it off, though. Here he is again, Sailormakers. Swings the ball in for Gonzalo Ramos, but it's not going to reach him. And it will be a goal kick. Disagi unable to get on the ball at the back post. We've gone short from this one. It's a foul on Welbeck on the halfway line. I was going to say, the referee was doing the... I was quiet there because the referee was doing the 5 count for the goalkeepers, which is a new rule that's come in, obviously, in the World Cup, and seems to be going to be continuing. Joao Pedro, who's dropped deep. Caicedo back to Sanchez. He's going to play the ball through the lines to Palmer, who's giving it away again. So Palmer's been a little bit slow in the second half so far. starting 11 tomorrow, I would take a look at the bench of this fixture, and it's probably all of those. I don't think a single player that started in this game is going to play in that game. Oh, there was an offside in the end against Ramos. Fofana back to Sanchez. Up to Neto, who's going to play it around the corner for Welbeck. Chests it down, but unable to get on it was Harto, or Josh rather, who'd moved into that position. It's Caicedo. Now it's Harto. Back to Caicedo, around the corner, seeking out Palestra. Good chance for Palestra to stretch his legs and get forward. Cuts inside. 1-2 with João Pedro. Oh, it almost would have been a brilliant bit of attacking play. Just couldn't get it past the number 30. Here's Harto again. Caicedo through the lines to Lavia. Shifts it to Palmer. He wants to get a goal. You can tell. He plays it in behind for Danny Welbeck. Oh, he just couldn't take it in his stride. He's laid it off for Neto instead, who's going to whip the ball into the box maybe. No. Dribbles in instead. It's going to be a long shot from Palmer, who was on the edge of the box, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Tries to drill it low. It might take a little deflection as well to take some of the sting off it, though. Will be a goal kick. Oh, you know. Kick out, anyway. Ball over the top has gone straight off the pitch. I'm not sure what he was trying there. There's going to be a couple of changes for Chelsea. Giovanni Kenda is on the sideline, as is Nicholas Jackson. Interesting to see who comes off more than who comes on. Pedro Neto is coming off for Kenda, I believe. And Harto is being replaced. Oh, weird. Might be a change of shape here. Oh, they put I just realised they put up the number 14, but Asugo's not coming on. So Welbeck has come off for Jackson. That's the first change. João Pedro is coming off, no? It's Neto who's come off for Kenda, so the two Portuguese men swapping in and out. Why was João Pedro coming off? I'm not sure. What's happened there? So I assume this means that Kenda is going to be playing in that wing back role, which is something I did suggest that we could do. He's obviously played there for Sporting, even though he doesn't like playing there, supposedly. I think if he's playing in the more attacking of those two roles, then he might like it a little bit more. Vladimirov has come on as well for Milan. And Loftus-Cheek has come off. Good to see Ruben again. Some boos coming out from the crowd as the ball went back to the goalkeeper there. Jackson immediately chasing down the goalkeeper, as we often like to see him do. It's Asamoah's going to smash it along. Or Diawara, rather. Lavia with the tackle in the middle. And he will be fouled. Could be a Chelsea free kick just ahead of the halfway line. Are we going back to a back four? No, I think we're staying in the same formation. Two straight swaps. I thought Harto was coming off. He just came over to get a drink, I think. Yeah, Harto is still on. So, same formation, just Kenda playing in that right wing-back role. Jackson up top. It's Harto. Back to Sanchez. He's going to play the ball long, seeking out Giovanni Kenda on the right-hand side. But unable to keep it in. It will be a Milan throw. How good is Barco? He's bloody brilliant, I'll tell you that. I really wish he could actually get some game time in this preseason, but obviously going to the final, he's had an extended break from the World Cup. Palestra gets it to Hato. Good work from Musa to stop him from getting the ball. Yeah, Barco's really, really good. I think that the thing which I think you'll be very surprised about is how progressive his passing is. He's very, very good at getting the ball forward. Just whether we actually see him playing for Chelsea or not is another question. I'm not sure if he actually. I'm not really sure if he actually will play. In truth, he might get another loan. It's a foul on Ramos as they try to play out from the back. I think Palestra looks more comfortable on the left or the right. I think he looks comfortable wherever on the pitch he is, if I'm being honest. I think that's part of the reason why we got him. It's got a good tackle by Wesley Fofana on Ramos to win the ball back. Here's Lavia. Oh, and Fofana has now gone down. I think they might have had a bit of a clash of knees there or something. They're both down. Bit of a painful one. Let's see. Yeah, shin to shin. That's a bit of a nasty one. Anyone that has done any type of combat sport will know how fucking painful that is. Will be Sanchez to take the drop ball. He's going to roll it out to Wes. Long ball up to Jackson. Brilliant turn. Surging up the pitch now. He's got Pedro to his left, Kenda to his right. He plays it to Kenda. He's going to whip it to the back post for Palestra. Chests it down. Tries to toe poke it into the goal. Would have been a great effort and a great goal if he got there. Brilliant ball to the back post from Giovanni Kenda. Did that take a deflection off the Milan defender here, Sailormakers? Maybe. Let's see. No, it didn't. Long ball from the keeper. Caicedo. Back to Robert Sanchez. Yeah. This is what I said about I said this in my video, is that he's so much better on the transition because he's so good at doing that turn. Like he's just got that slight bit of like nuance and pace to get past whoever is like trying to track him down. We saw that so much under Poch. I mean, I want to keep him. Like if we keep him as a backup, like a backup striking option, absolutely. Just really depends on what we do with Omega. Obviously, we were supposed to see Omega throughout this preseason, but he got injured beforehand, which is unfortunate. Ball through the lines. Good work from Sailormakers to get it to Ramos. Now on Kunku. Ricci to Musa. Now Sailormakers again. Ball in behind for Musa. It's a good ball. It's cut back and oh my goodness, I can't believe Kunku has somehow not scored. He didn't shoot. He got the ball. He got the ball in the middle, completely uncontested, and just didn't shoot. And then good work from Lavia to hold up the ball and force a foul. Bombrici. As I said it again. Another thing I said in my video: Romeo Lavia is the best player in the Premier League at receiving the ball under pressure. Like, he's so good in the pocket. Just we don't get to see it because he's never fit. Ball over the top has gone all the way to Giovanni Kenda here, surging through on goal. Cuts inside, cuts outside, takes a strike, and it's deflected out for a corner. Oh yeah, Delap absolutely needs to go. Like, he's not even in the conversation. That's why I didn't even mention him. I don't even consider him a Chelsea player, genuinely. This corner is going to be taken by Cole Palmer. He's going to take the in-swinger. So far, I've been really impressed with Kenda. In the first game we saw him and in this one. Taken short to Caicedo. Kenda to Palmer and then swung in to the back post. Fofana can't get quite on it. We've definitely got some new set pieces, I'll tell you that. We're doing some actual set plays here. Here's Palestra on the left. Swings it into the back post, but a little bit too heavy for Nicholas Jackson, who was waiting for it. We're actually... Bridget's on the sideline as well. I've just seen Bridget. That's cute. I'm glad that we've brought the mascots with us. That's very, quite nice. You know what? I can do sit a mist for the Nkunku one, actually. Long ball picked up by Kenda. Here's Palmer. He's fouled in the back. There will be a free kick to Chelsea. Harto. Round the corner for Palestra. Joao Pedro's going to try and make the run, but not picked out. Here's Lavia. Harto back to Sanchez. Here's Palmer. Lovely reverse pass seeking out Palestra, who'd made the run again. He's not playing as a wing back, man. He is playing wherever the hell he wants, which I love it. He just pops up wherever the hell he almost plays a bit like Marcos Alonso, where Alonso would just be in the attacking areas all the time. We like to compare them because they are in stature-wise they are very similar, but in terms of positioning as well, they're quite similar too. Oh, poor pass. Here's Romeo Lavia in behind for Nicholas Jackson on the right side. Oh, he didn't keep it on. And he's remonstrating with Lavia there, saying he wanted that a little bit more inside. Rightfully so. Vladimirov. To Musa. Salamakers. It's Richie. I would say Chelsea seem to have slowed down a little bit here. I think we are just going to take 10 minutes to get ourselves recuperated. As Milan try and pass their way through the two blocks. That one has gone straight into Caicedo, and Palmer will pass it all the way back to Sanchez quite comfortably. Oh, brilliant ball through the lines from Sanchez to Palmer. You know what? Sanchez's passing has been much better in this game, I will say. Not as good as Penda's, though. I would like to see Pendas play a little bit. Because Sanchez is getting more of the ball than he was in the previous game against Juve. Oh, brilliant ball through the lines from Wes. Here's Palmer, forward. Oh, just couldn't loft it over the defender. And this one has to be cleared by Sanchez. Palmer will pick it up again. Lovely touch. Surging through on goal here. Nicholas Jackson. Jackson just kind of getting into his way there. He couldn't get out of the way. They both made the same run. Ball's been played back to the goalkeeper, and very lucky to get away with that. It went straight into the path of Palmer again. It's Richie again. Diawara. Ball up to Musa. Good turn from him, and he's fouled by Harto. a bit of a late one from Hato there. Just missed the ball. Is Salamakers. Ball across the box. Diawara was lining up a shot and didn't take it. Ball's dinked into the box and cleared away by Fofana and then punched even further by Sanchez. It's a good punch too, and Jackson's going to get on the end of this. He needs some support here. He's just going to take it down the left-hand side. Plays the ball in for Palmer. Oh, he didn't quite get a hold of the ball. We've seen that exact goal before. We've seen that so many times in the past. That Jackson run down the left, plays it into Palmer on his left foot, and he smashes it across the goal. We've seen that so many times, but couldn't quite get a hold of it this time. Chelsea win now, surely. Yeah, but we'll be respectful and not take that off yet. It's not over until it is over, as they say. Srichi. Salamakers. Bajia. Long ball forward. It's a foul on Kenda. That's brought him down. As the ball went forward. Let's see this again. Yeah, he just didn't quite get a hold of the ball, and he knows it too. It's the pitch. It takes a tiny little bit of a bobble, and he doesn't get full connection if he strikes the ball. Ball through the lines from Sanchez to Jackson. Fofana through to Caicedo. Now Josh. Up to Palmer. This is good football. The passing out from the back has been really good today. Palmer again. Oh, Jackson made a good run there. He wasn't spotted. It's Labia. Harto down the line for Palestra. Brilliant pass. He's got Jackson in the middle. He cuts back. Plays it to João Pedro on the edge of the box. Who lays it off. Here's Kenda. He's going to take a strike. Oh my goodness, what a hit. Smacks off the post. Whew, the power in that was crazy. I think that's on his weaker foot as well, yeah. This is weak foot. He's absolutely blazed it. Long ball has been won in the air by Fofana. Here's Palmer. He's tackled. Press it all the way back to the goalkeeper though. And Nkunku. I'm really sad that Nkunku moved on from Chelsea after his injury and stuff because I made like such a good chant for him. I was proud of that one. Milan just playing a bit of possession ball around the back. Now it goes forward. Salamakers to Musa, but his ball was tracked all the way by Palestra. Back doing his defensive duties. Harto through the lines to Caicedo. Brilliant pass from Lavia through the lines too to get it up to Jackson, who's fouled in the back, and it will be a break in play for some substitutions, I believe. Rather the hydration break, I think it is. Second hydration break. Aaron Anselmino is on the sideline. I think he's coming on. So we played well today, but I do need to give be a little bit, what's the word, realistic and say that I don't think Milan are as up to fitness as we are, considering they made, substitutions halfway through the game and replaced pretty much half their team. I think they're a little bit behind us in terms of fitness, so that might be one of the contributing factors. But yeah, good play from us today. That ball from Pedro Neto is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. We'll see. I can't believe that Caicedo, guys. You know, the thing about Caicedo is he is just so unorthodox in everything he does. Like, that is such a weird shot. Like, why has he shot it like that? Hydration break things are really a thing now. They won't be throughout the season. It's just because we're playing in a country that is very hot, very humid, and it's about, I think it's like 32, 33 over there. And it's pre-season. We often see hydration break in pre-season because it's throughout the summer. And once we actually get into the league season proper, it's going to go away. Unless there's like specific days where it is incredibly like heat wavy and hot. But I doubt it. Yeah, Aaron Anselmino is now coming on. I assume he's going to come on to the left back spot or left centre back spot. It's where he has been operating in pre-season so far. And yeah, that is exactly where he's gone. Straight swap with Ural Harto. And the game will continue now, and he's going to be the man to take the free kick. So, sweeping long ball from Caicedo gets to Nicholas Jackson in behind. Brilliant work. And he turns away from the play as well. Gets it to Joao Pedro, but it couldn't quite get there. Here's Palmer. Oh. Flags up for an offside on Jackson. Yeah, he did just stray a little bit offside there. Classic Jackson being offside. Ball's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper here. Ball's going to go to Diawara now. It's up to 33 degrees. Yeah, it's still staying about like 26 here. It's starting to get warm in my room because I've mentioned this before. I live in my room that I'm in is in a loft conversion, so all around me is fiberglass pretty much. Like every single bit of the walls are just full with insulation, so my room gets really really warm. And also the sun comes through my window, so yeah, it's absolutely unbearable at times. Obviously, whilst I'm doing these streams and stuff, because I'm a little worried about being loud and annoying my neighbours, so I keep my windows shut. So, like, it just gets bacon in here. We need a little Mudryk cameo? Absolutely. I would very much like a Mudryk cameo. Oh, good flick from Nkunku to Ramos. He's going to get it back to Musa. Now Nkunku. Nice flick again. It's going to be a Trivela shot from... I think I was Ricci in the middle. Who was that who took that? Lovely little... Yeah, Ricci in the middle with a Trivela over the top, though. Sanchez watched it go over. Sanchez is going to place the ball down now for a goal kick. Headed back towards the Chelsea goal, though. It's going to go all the way to the back line for Aaron Anselmino to pick up. Here's Joao Pedro on the left-hand side. He's spun his man. He said, anything you can do, I can do better, Jackson. Here is Jackson now. Gets it back to Joao Pedro. He's been fouled, though, so he's going to get a free kick. It's Ricci again, snapping in. It's Achampong to Palmer. Excuse me. Now Lavia in the centre. Ball through the lines for Palestra. He's not going to get there, but Jackson will. Now Palestra will get it out to Joao Pedro, who's on the left. Chelsea being a little bit pedestrian here, not particularly wanting to go forward. Palestra has just been blocked off, but Jackson's going to keep getting it here. He's going to go through on goal, and he's going to score. No, he's crashed it into the side of the post. I can't believe he baits the defender and the goalkeeper to think that he's going to go wide here and shoot this across goal, but he goes for the near post, and to be fair, he's hit the near post. Oh, is it a save? Wait, hang on. Does the goalkeeper get a foot on this? Oh, it's hard to see from the replay. It's good effort, though. He's been brilliant. Ball forward, seeking out Musa. It's going to be cut out by Wes Fofana. He's been brilliant today, Wes. Kenda. Oh, bad mistake from him, giving it straight to Ramos. I know he's your international teammate, but not at the moment, lad. Cleared away by Fofana. It's Badger. Gabia, rather. Ramos. Kunku trying to get on the ball, but Lavia snapping in at his ankles, not letting him get there. And Wes again has intercepted the pass, and what a free kick as well. Wes has been so good today. He can't play in the opening game, and now this is the exciting part. Joao Pedro coming off. Misha Mudryk is coming on, as is Esteval. And I think it is, once again, Nicholas Jackson who's sacrificing himself to allow Misha to get some game time. Maybe. I'm not sure. Because we saw that last time. Caicedo is also coming off for Reggie Watson. God, give me a Misha goal. If I get a Misha goal in this game, I'm going to go loony. So Palmer's off. Pedro's off. Caicedo's off. So Jackson is still on. Never mind. So he hasn't been sacrificed this time. It's good to see. It was very unselfish of him to allow Misha to come on in the last game. Anselmino to Misha Mudryk. Oh, first touch is a dreadful one as he tried to play the little reverse pass. And he's then fouled his man as well. Where's captain? I suppose he is the senior player on the pitch now, yeah. That would make sense. To be fair, Watson coming on and it's Caicedo that came off and not Lavia. That's kind of wild. Here's Estival. He's got Kenda with him. Here's Kenda. Those two linking up on the right-hand side has got to be really exciting. Here's Watson. Fofana. Lavia to Anselmino. Ball through the lines from Wes. Held up by Watson. Who will get the free kick, and he's going to play it forward for Jackson now. To Esteval. Now Kenda. In behind for Esteval. Brilliant ball. And he wants a goal. He could have cut it across. He should have cut it across. He was selfish there, Esteval. He wanted the goal. He needed to cut that across. Jackson is absolutely fucking furious with him, and rightfully so. I mean, by the time he gets there, maybe it was the right decision. I don't know. Yeah, I think Lavia has done one full 90 before. I want to say maybe one. I feel like I remember a stat saying like he had gotten one or two or something like that. Estal takes the corner short. He gets it back, whips it to the back post. Oh, Anselmino was underneath it, unable to get it though. He's going to clear for Kenda. Oh my goodness, he's tried a Caicedo special from the edge of the box. Lavia's never played the full 90? I swear there's... maybe I'm thinking of a different player. I swear there was... I saw a statistic the other day that was like... It was something... It was comparing Lavia to Mudryk, and it was saying that despite him being suspended, he had done more full 90s in that season than Lavia had. Which is wild. Ball in behind is cut out again by Wes Fofana. It's going to break for Lavia, but he's shrugged off the ball. Salamakers. 2 minutes plus additional time to go. Salamakers is giving it straight away to Lavia. Here's Mudryk. He's going to use his pace to get past his man. He's got Palestra alongside him. He's going to whip the ball to the back post, but a little bit inaccurate there on his weaker left foot. Akenda thought he kept it in, but the linesman has said otherwise. I mean, he did keep it in. I think the linesman's actually flagged for a foul, which is even more egregious. Although technically it didn't count as a competitive full 90 because it was a pre-season game, but yes, Watson did do that. Long ball. Picked up by Kenda. Here's Watson. He's been hacked down again. Gonzalo Ramos this time, but he's now giving it away. Watson again. In behind for Esteval. Tries to ride the challenge and is unable to. Gets the ball taken off him. Tosin and Delap didn't play. It's a good day. Absolutely. Don't jinx it. It might happen in a couple of minutes. You never know. It is actually like hilarious though. I point this out on Twitter. It's really funny how whenever Delap or Tosin come on the pitch, we instantly lose the game. We just get... It's just like some weird aura they have. That they come on the pitch and we just suddenly turn into a different team. One time they have not touched the pitch today and we've been absolutely brilliant. Should be about 3 minutes of added time, I would imagine. Here's Musa. Salamakers. 5 minutes of additional time, in fact. Guess that's for all the substitutions. It's Diawara. To Gabia. There'll be certain players on the pitch right now who will want to get a goal in that 5 minutes, so let's see it. Musa across. Ball in behind for Salamanca's. He's being tracked all the way by Palestra. I will say something about Palestra, by the way. He has got an absolute engine on him. He has been sprinting up and down this left-hand side the entire game, and he doesn't even look tired. Will be a goal kick for Sanchez to take, as Palestra saw the ball out. He's trying to get his players to move into a certain place here, Sanchez, but the referee is not having it. There's going to be a substitution here as Wesley Fofana comes off for Mamadou Sarr. And the armband is then handed to Robert Sanchez. I got scared then. I saw Fofana's number come up. I thought Tosin was coming on. I mean, it wouldn't count. If Lavia came off, it wouldn't count because it's been past 90 minutes now. So that's already happened. I can actually do that in chat, I guess, whilst we're waiting for the game to kick out. Can I do that? Boom. Enjoy. See who this hits, because it's a gamba. Ball's gone back to the goalkeeper. Richie. I think I've got 5 more gifties to give out, so we might do some kind of gamba for the next stream. It's in Kunku. Oh my god, I forgot that does the noise for every single one. That's jarring. Richie lost the ball in for Ramos, and it's a brilliant save from Sanchez. He was offside. I'm still counting it as the Sanchez worldie. He was rather... If Marty scores next game, 5 gifted. I mean... Oh, we could do a scoreline one. We could say, like, if we score more than 4 goals in that game, because I feel like we should do. Depends on who starts. We'll figure it out when the lineups come out. That's gonna keep happening. I apologise. I don't know if you can hear that. I can, but it's a brilliant sound here in the Stamford Bridge gates being smacked. Here's Palestra. Sarr back to Sanchez. He's gonna go long. Misha is the man who's chasing it here. It's going to fall to a Milan player, though. Oh, Jackson chasing down the goalkeeper. He's got to be careful here. And he smacks it straight off the pitch. Good pressure from Jackson. Couple of minutes to go. Or about 1 minute to go, rather. Here's Sarr. Now Lavia. To Anselmino. Into Watson. Back to Sanchez. Oh, loose touch from Anselmino and lays it straight out for a Milan throw. The Lavia Twitter account died so quickly. Good work from Anselmino to get it back, and now Palestra can surge forward. Here's Misha. Chance for him to stretch his legs. Big roar comes from the crowd as he surges forward. Tries to play the ball forward for Jackson, but it can't quite get it through. Lavia's streamed in for a challenge there and has completely missed the ball. Missed the man too, though, so that's fine. Now Milan have one more opportunity to get the ball forward, I would say. And they did not take it, and that will be the end of the game. Brilliant work. That will be a clean sheet. That will also be a Chelsea win. We don't get a bingo because of how it's set up because we didn't get a goal from Welbeck. If Welbeck scored or got an assist, we would have got this. That's unfortunate, but we got the gifties anyway. Yeah, I can't wait until the next game. Oh, so long. We will be back tomorrow. Same time for the stream as well. It's the same kickoff time. So I think I will be live, 12:45? I think is when I went live today. So 12:45. I forgot the timer again. We've already ticked it off, so I can't tick it off. There we are. I'm actually just going to reset this for the next stream because I've got to do that for tomorrow. Boom. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. As ever, we will be back tomorrow for our game against... I practiced the name because I knew I wouldn't be able to pronounce it and I've completely forgotten what it is now. RKM goal, I smell it. I really hope we get like over 2 academy team goals. I feel like the thing is we'll probably play a relatively. I don't think it's going to be like every single youth player is on the pitch, but like I think we will play some of the strong players that were on the bench today. Like Esteval, he probably starts, I'd imagine. Maybe Jackson starts. Maybe what I think it probably will be a pivot of Reggie and Reggie. I think those will be the pivot, but yeah. As I said, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching the stream. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with the exact same time. So we'll do it all again tomorrow. Enjoy the 5 gifties, whoever that hit, because I didn't actually see who it hit. So enjoy those. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.